Hello everyone. I said yesterday I would give a few details about the sound that I uploaded onto the CK site. So I'm just going to reposition the camera and then I'll go over that in some detail. Okay, so given it's a piano sound, you'll see some of the things that I've mixed in to create the sound and why I've used certain effects. So starting off, the sound is actually made up of three individual components. The first one is the CFX Concert Grand, and I've set the volume of that at 104. So that's the first one. The second one is the S700 piano, and I've set the volume of that at 48. And the third one is the Live CF3, and I've set the volume of that at 25. So that's the mix: 104 on the CFX, 48 on the S700, and 25 on the Live CF3. So I'll quickly go through the effects on each one. In terms of this CFX, which is yellow, you can see that I'll go through each one of the effects. So the first one, the filter, cutoff, and the resonance are both on 0. So nothing added or taken away from there. That's what comes in with the piano. Same again on the EG, attack and release, both on 0. The one that has been altered is I've added some damper resonance. You can alter these here to different things. So I've got it on effect damper resonance, and I've got that on the damper depth is 21 and the resonance rate is 2. So that's the CFX sound. On the S700, there is nothing on the resonance is set to 0, the filter, and the EG, that does have some variation. The release has got +9 on it. That's the only little bit added there. It adds a little extra to the sound. So that's that one. And then on the Live CF3, again, I've added a little bit. There's nothing on the filter, that's both on 0. But on the other one, I've just taken it -1 on the attack and +9 on the release. So that's the effect on all of the sounds. Overall, the reverb is at 20. It's on hall reverb. And the equalizer, I tend to, because it's small speakers in the CK series, always up the bass. The mid and higher both flat. It's +10 on the... Sorry, that was a bit louder than I expected. They're both on flat. So that's that. There are some other slight alterations that are worth mentioning as well. The first one, if you go into the menu category here, you're in the general area and you press enter onto that. You can then go down to, there's a lot of different controls here, but you can go down to the keyboard, and you have different touch curves that you can use when you press enter. So you can see here I've got it on hard. You can have it on soft or normal. So that gives you the overall touch curve. You can also separately to that, in settings, go into the sound, and for each part, A, B and C, you can alter the sensitivity within each one of those, if you go down to those, you can alter the depth and the offset. So it's set at 64, you can have it a lot higher, a lot lower. You can do that for each of the sounds, so that's useful to know. That will alter the feel of the keyboard quite a lot. I find that because of the nature of the keys, that they're very light, they don't have much resistance. You can sometimes get too much feedback through the note when you're trying to increase it. So what I've been doing is controlling that, knocking it down so it feels more like a piano would react, rather than perhaps more of a synthesizer where you might want a lot more attack. So that's that. The other thing that you can do, again in general, is you can alter the output gain of the keyboard. This makes a huge difference in terms of the volume that you will be able to get out of the standard speakers. I think as it comes from the factory, it's on 0, but I usually have it at about plus 18 dB. Makes a huge difference. Anything from plus 15 to 21 will increase the volume. If you go really, I think if you go much over plus 18, it begins to distort the speakers a bit on certain sounds. But generally speaking, plus 18 works well on most. So that's, I'll just show you how to get there again. It's just in the general menu under audio, press that, and then you've got output gain there. The one other thing that's useful is you've got the USB audio volume, which obviously impacts how things will play when you've got an external device going in, such as I did for the recording. I have that, it can go up to 127, can go lower. I have it usually about 110, 115. I thought it was a bit quiet the last recording. I've turned it up a little bit. It's about 116 at the moment. Okay, so I'm not going to talk much more. It was just a quick video really to just outline the sound, and also talk just briefly about some of the other things you might do, particularly in altering things for piano sounds, to try and create a bit more of a life-like touch and feel, given that it is really a synthesizer action as opposed to a piano action. I mean, with regard to the actual piece that I played yesterday, which was a jazz version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, really what I was trying to do with that, whether you like the piece or not, or what I did with it, obviously it was a jazz version, that tends to be the type of music I play. I was trying to see, could I actually, using substitutions, using chord inversions, could I make a piece that I'd originally designed to be on a full 88 note keyboard fit into 61 notes. As you'll have probably noticed from the piece, I had to use virtually every note on the keyboard to do it, but it was possible. So using inversions and substitutions, you can get it to fit. So yes, there are great advantages of using a 61 note keyboard, particularly for me. A number of the venues that I play in are quite small, so if I'm playing with friends and we're going to a pub, it's really useful to be able to have something that will fit into a small space. So, you know, it's really useful to be able to, you know, try and get a good piano sound from something that's not too big and obviously doesn't weigh too much. It's only, you know, 5.5 kilograms compared to even the 88 CK is quite a bit heavier. Okay, anyway, enough talking. That's basically what I wanted to say. Thanks.